Time is a very puzzling topic for the human mind. What is time exactly? Philosophers have debated the nature of time for quite a while. Ancient Greek philosophers also thought that time had no beginning. Einstein showed that time and space are actually two parts of a single entity. This concept is known as space-time, that they're both part of one fabric. It was also later shown scientifically that time and space started at a single point. Jewish tradition is rich with a discussion of time. The Maharal of Prague explains time in a way that's remarkably similar to modern physics. Our perception of time is connected with change, says the Maharal. The physical world is constantly changing, and this creates the sequence of time. Change is what makes the difference between past, present, and future. Take away change, you take away the relevance of time. The Maharal also noted that time and place are one matter. Time only exists in the physical world because only the physical world is subject to change. The spiritual world doesn't have any change or movement because it doesn't occupy any space. Therefore, the spiritual world doesn't have any time. God is described as being beyond time and space. From the divine vantage point, past, present, and future are all equal. In fact, God's ineffable name in Hebrew is a combination of the words meaning was, is, and will be at the same time. Is it possible to travel through time? There's not really a clear consensus among physicists, but it's become at least a fair game topic. So how does this work? Sir Isaac Newton believed that time was like an arrow. Time continued forward in a straight line in one direction. He thought that time was absolute and that it was experienced everywhere in the universe in the same way. Time travel wouldn't be possible in this model. Albert Einstein came along and showed that time is actually relative. Believe it or not, it's experienced differently depending on one's speed. So as you approach the speed of light, time is experienced much slower. Imagine two twins born at the same time. If one of them went in a spaceship that was nearing the speed of light, he would experience time passing at a much slower rate than his twin at home. When he gets back to Earth, he'll see that his twin would have aged significantly more than he did. This effect is called time dilation. So the secret to getting to the future faster than the regular Earth pace is traveling near the speed of light. It sounds kind of funky, but this is how it works, and it's actually been proven in experiments. The caveat is that the speed of light is super fast, 186,000 miles per second, which is about 700 million miles an hour. And we don't have anything that even comes close to that, but it's technically possible. What about traveling to the past, back in time? The science isn't understood as well as traveling to the future, but might be possible in theory. Using the speed of light once again as a benchmark, one possible way to go back in time would be to go faster than light. Time is experienced slower as one approaches the speed of light. It stops at the speed of light and would seemingly go backwards at speeds faster than light.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
These speeds are technically possible, but there's some technicalities which make it a little bit more difficult. Another issue with traveling to the past are the inconsistencies or paradoxes that could occur. The most famous example is called the grandfather paradox. The premise is that one goes back in time and kills his grandfather before he marries and gives birth to his father, preventing the killer from ever being born. The question comes up though, if the grandchild killer was never born, then who was it that committed the murder? There's some suggestions how to deal with this, but we'll save that for another time. What about the Torah on time travel? It would seem that time travel would be possible according to Jewish tradition. The concept of kfitzas haderech in Judaism, a teleportation of sorts. Teleportation is to space what time travel is to time, going long distances in a short period. The language used by the Lubavitcher Rebbe regarding kfitzas haderech bears a striking similarity to the concept of wormholes enfolding space-time currently being discussed by physicists. In the same way that it's possible in the folding of space, it seems that the Torah would be in sync with the idea of this happening in time as well. To sum up, there's a concept in religion that functions as a spiritual time travel of sorts, the concept of teshuvah, of returning or repenting. When one does something that they shouldn't do, there's a ripple effect of negativity that comes out from that. However, when one repents in the present, they can erase that misdeed from the past and all of the negative ripples that come out of it. The person basically creates a new alternative universe where the sin never existed. From now on, he'll live in that new timeline that he created. In essence, Jewish tradition has a lot to say about transcending the bounds of time and space, and leaves the door open to a human being being able to do so as well. In the meantime, let's get our own timelines in order, creating an amazing future by making improvements in the present.
After talking to Jeffrey Weissman, I'm really inspired to do something that I've always wanted to do my entire life. Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Hey, it's Pinchas. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and share. And of course, hit that subscribe button over there in the corner. And click that notification bell so you'll be notified of all new videos as they come out. And lastly, if you're able to help support what we do, take a look at that Patreon link up in the corner and have a great day.